What is a bedtime habit that is ruining your relationship in the bedroom?
I can't tell you on the radio.
What is? Listen to this. This is important. This is like the one bedtime habit that is wrecking your relationship, your intimacy. So think about this. I'm sorry to roll out a bunch of quizzes, but I think this is
quizzes.
I think this is some interesting stuff. So, what is the one bedtime habit that is destroying your relationship and just mucking up the whole bedroom situation? Think about it.
2 kids in it.
What?
2 kids in the bed.
No,
This one, kids.
you still allowing
One kid in the bed.
Are you still allowing your kids in your bed?
Just one of them.
Would you
The
stop?
4-year-old.
You get them out of your bed. You just got to get your kids out of your. We never allowed that.
They're doing what they do, dude.
I used to have a taser.
Yeah.
You know. All right,
They're
come on.
only young for X amount of time.
I think about it. It's not kid in the bed, but this is a bedtime habit. So think about this.
I know what it is.
So it's bedtime, and where you could be moving into intimate world, you're not, because this bedtime habit is really mucking things up.
Oh, drunk before bed.
No,
Yeah, night
You pass out.
Roxanne,
You pass out.
please stop talking about your Monday through Fridays. All right,
How about this?
please stop.
What is it, Froggy?
Phone scrolling.
Ooh.
Boom.
I'm the man.
Yeah, it's this doom scrolling. You know, what's happening more and more are couples, they're getting to bed and they're just sitting there in bed just going, you know, just
It's so addicting.
just, doom scrolling. And that's wrecking the relationship in the bedroom.
I can go through stories all day.
Well, why don't you start now? Go ahead. What's the story? Are you the scroller or is Kim the scroller?
No, I'm talking about stories. I
okay.
can go through stories on IG.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about your intimacy being destroyed by one or more of you doom scrolling.
My micro penis is
Stop it with that. Come on.
But eventually, Kim can't control herself around his animal magnetism.
That's
She's
right.
Like, she takes his phone and throws it, and she's like, "Take me now."
But
Professor, don't talk that way about my wolf.
laying down in bed, it should not be that you both are laying next to each other and you're just focused like zombies on your screen. Have a conversation but let me raise something. Is doom scrolling on your phone at bedtime, is that different than the husband and the wife or the boyfriend or the girlfriend? Is that different than them just laying there with a book?
That's a good question. That's a great
Yeah,
question.
I know.
Yeah.
Because
Reading's worse for you.
a lot of times couples would just kind of, read before bedtime. So if you're going to be focused and honed in and reading your book, is that different than if you're zoned in on your phone?
Or reading a book, or watching TV. Some people have TVs in their bedrooms. A lot of things distract you from getting it on. And plus, if you're married to somebody hideous like my wife is, you're not that down with it anyway.
So that's like let's grab some calls on this. Let me go to phones. Hold on to that thought, Rox. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Do you think scrolling on your phone and just spending time either looking at social media or whatever at bedtime with you and your significant other, are you both doom scrolling? That's number one. Has this turned into a problem? Have you noticed that maybe some intimacy has, exited stage left? Or is there a difference between scrolling on your phone and if you would do just like reading time, if you would just lie in bed and read? All right, let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. There are a couple of angles that you can tackle this. 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones. Do you find that the phones in bed are screwing things up? And, additionally, is there a difference between being on your phone and reading a book? And if you're both just sitting there like planks next to each other and you're focused on whatever, is there a difference? We like to berate our phones these days, and you hear the stories about we check our phones like 275 times a day. And, what do you think? All right, let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. Are you not talking to your husband or your wife or significant other as much because you're both on your phones in bed? Yeah, different angles, different takes on this. I'd love to hear from you right now. Give us a call, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047.
Okay, this is a study about phones and how they're making people not do it as much because
Yeah.
they're on their phone at night before they go to bed. And I find this study to be a little bit presumptuous and a little bit nosy because who's to say the couple doesn't do it in the morning or do it on the side of the road in the middle of the day? Like they're like these studies, and the same thing goes for kids in bed.
Do it in the gender-neutral bathroom at Target.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's always assuming that it's like that's what you do before you go to bed at night.
So has this wrecked your relationship? Do you find that you're not communicating as much and you're both lying in bed and you're scrolling? I mean, is this a problem? Have you had a conversation about this? Has this come up in discussion? Have you said to your significant other, or have they said to you, can you please put your phone down? I think we're probably all guilty of this to a certain extent. All right, let's go to phones on this. Andrew's got some calls screened already. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Has this become a problem in your relationship? Have words been had over this? And then again, also, I want to explore, people on their phones versus just reading in bed.
Yeah,
Is that really different? Tomas, Newport Richie. Tomas, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Go ahead.
So, my answer to that is absolutely it's a problem, and absolutely it's way worse than reading in bed.
All right, why is scrolling on the phone worse than reading in bed?
Well, with reading, the way I see it anyway, yeah, you have words on paper, but you still have to imagine the rest of the scenario, right? So at least it gets your mind going. It's a little bit of brain exercise. With the phone, it's all fed to you, man. You got images and music and bright lights in your face. Way worse. Way worse.
And I'll take it a step further. The book is just you in your own head, and then the phone is like you and all your friends.
Exactly. And, well, the content is fed to you, right? So you don't really have to think about it much.
Right.
And I think that's just, it's already bad that you're reading in bed. If I'm in bed with my wife, I think I want to be looking at her, not the book. But anyway.
Yeah. Tomas, thanks for the call, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Let's grab Angela, St. Pete. Angela, hi, MJ Morning Show. You're next.
Good morning. Hello.
Yes, Angela, you're on. Go.
Hi. So I was calling. Now, I am a reader. I read books. Now, if we're going to be intimate, I do it before I read my book. Now, my boyfriend, he is a scroller. He's on videos, things like that. But if it's on, if I'm ready to go, he immediately puts down his iPad or his phone. No problem. So it doesn't really seem to be a problem in my.
All right, so you know how to get him to put the phone down.
Ooh.
Well, he's like, are we? Yes. Okay. Immediately put the phone down.
Boom!
It's on.
Boom. It's on like
Yeah,
Donkey
that's
Kong. All right, thank you, Angela.
Thank you.
Kathy in Tampa. Kathy, MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Thank you, MJ. Good morning to everyone. I just want to say that I'll be married for almost 30 years. There is no way we go to bed with the phone.
Never happens, right?
Never, ever, any night whatsoever.
Never, ever.
Yeah. Do you guys put the phones in like those concert lock bags, or what do you do?
No, we just set them on the nightstand.
Well, that takes some serious discipline. See, you're some disciplined people. You ought to be commended for that.
We go make whoopee in the other room.
Oh, well, there you
What
go.
is this? The dating game, 1975.
I'm Jim Lang. Dun, 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 dun. All right, thank you, Kathy.
You know what? If Doug ever is like, get off your phone, I'm like, I have to send MJ stupid articles. I have to do my work. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Chris up next. Chris up in New York City. Hello, Chris.
Hey, how are you? So I worked, in a typical 8-hour day, and my phone is always on Do Not Disturb, so I don't look at social media all day long. And so by the time I'm home and I've, made dinner, we've done like all the stuff, it's like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, we're in bed, and I haven't looked at all at Instagram, and nor has she. And so then we kind of get caught up in this vicious cycle until she very explicitly says what she wants. And then it's, okay, game on.
There you go. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you checking in. All right, I'll take one more call on this. How about Dakota in Winter Haven? Dakota, MJ Morning Show, you got the final say on this. Hit it.
Hey, look, me and that other caller, Tomas, we have very similar opinions on this. I mean, like, I try not to bring my phone into bed, and I try not to read in bed because I'd just rather be looking at his wife as well.
As Tomas's wife?
Yeah, Tomas's wife.
You want Dakota wants to look at Tomas's wife in bed.
All right. Thank you, Dakota.
Thank you, Dakota.
I love that guy. That's great.